All right. Welcome, everyone, to the Gold IRA Blueprint Podcast. I think this deep dive is going to be especially useful for those of you out there who are, well, let's just say you've worked hard your whole lives, built up a nice nest egg, and you're ready to finally enjoy the fruits of your labor, right? And I'm talking about luxurious travel because, hey, you deserve it. But we also know that market volatility and inflation can be a real drag, making it hard to really relax and enjoy those golden years.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's like you're constantly looking over your shoulder, worried that your savings are going to disappear, especially when you're thinking about those big trips. You don't want to blow your whole retirement fund on one amazing vacation, right?
Exactly. And that's why we're talking about gold IRAs today. They can be a really smart strategy for balancing those travel dreams with the very real need for financial security. And you
Yeah.
know what? Before we even dive into the details, I got to mention we've got a fantastic free resource for you guys. It's a gold IRA checklist designed specifically for those of you with, let's say, a healthy amount saved up. We're talking $100,000, $5 million or more in your IRA, 401k, or even just sitting in savings.
Nice. Yeah, those are the folks who can really benefit from this kind of strategy.
Absolutely. The link's in the description below. It'll walk you through everything step by step. But for now, let's get into the meat of this. We recently took a deep dive into some expert analysis, and I'm talking about the audio, luxury travel and retirement, gold IRA income strategies. This stuff was fascinating. It really gets into the nitty-gritty of how to make those dream trips a reality while keeping your finances rock solid. What were your big takeaways from that, by the way?
Honestly, what struck me was how much it resonated with the dreams of so many retirees out there. That desire to travel in style, to experience the world without constantly pinching pennies. But also, it acknowledges that financial piece, that anxiety that can come with spending big bucks, even when you've earned it.
You hit the nail on the head. It's like
Mm,
everyone's got this vision of what their dream retirement looks like,
yeah.
but then there's that nagging voice in the back of their head saying, can I actually afford this?
Yeah, exactly. Especially with the market being so unpredictable these days, it's enough to make anyone hesitate before booking that first class ticket to, I don't know, Tuscany or
Oh,
something.
Tuscany, that's a good one. All right, well, this is where gold IRAs come in. They can really add a level of stability to your portfolio, right? Especially when the market is doing its crazy dance.
Yeah, gold historically tends to hold its value pretty well, even when the rest of the market is tanking. It's like a safe haven for your money.
I get that, I do. But some people might be thinking, okay, but wouldn't you miss out on potential growth if you put too much into gold? Shouldn't I be focusing on stocks for the best returns?
Well, yeah, that's a valid concern. And I wouldn't recommend putting all your eggs in the gold basket, so to speak. But that's the beauty of diversification. It's about finding that sweet spot, that balance.
So gold acts more like a stabilizer.
Exactly. It helps protect you against those market swings. During times of economic uncertainty, gold often goes up in value while other assets are taking a nosedive.
Interesting. So it's not about chasing huge returns with gold, but more about protecting your wealth.
Right. It's funny, gold has been a store of value for centuries, literally thousands of years. It's something tangible, unlike paper money, which can be printed endlessly and lose value. Gold is a finite resource, and that scarcity is part of what makes it so valuable.
I never thought about it like that. Okay, so we're talking about gold as a way to preserve wealth, but how does it actually work in a retirement portfolio? I mean, many folks think of gold as, well, just sitting there, not generating any income. How can you support those luxury travel plans with something that's not actively growing?
Yeah, I know it's a common misconception. People think gold doesn't pay dividends, so what's the point? But here's the thing. You can strategically sell portions of your gold holdings when you need cash, maybe for a trip. If the price has gone up, you actually make a profit. And there's also something called a gold-backed loan. It lets you access capital without having to sell your gold.
Ah, so you can leverage that gold's value without having to give it up entirely.
Exactly. Plus, there are tax advantages. Just like with traditional IRAs, gold IRAs offer tax-deferred or even tax-free growth, depending on the type of account.
Ooh, now you're talking my language. Tax advantages are always a good thing. But let's be real, some people might hear gold IRA and think, uh-oh, that sounds complicated, maybe even risky. What would you say to those folks who are a bit hesitant to jump in?
I hear that. It can seem intimidating at first, but honestly, opening a gold IRA isn't all that different from setting up a regular IRA. The most important thing is to choose a reputable provider, A company with a proven track record, transparent fees, and secure storage for your gold.
So it's all about doing your homework and finding a provider you can trust.
You got it. And remember, knowledge is power. That's why we put together that free Gold IRA checklist. It's in the description, by the way. It breaks down the whole process and answers all those common questions. I think folks will find it really helpful.
Speaking of helpful, the audio we analyzed had a really interesting story about a retiree who had some of their savings in a gold IRA. When the market tanked, their stock portfolio obviously took a hit. But guess what? Their gold holdings actually went up in value. They had that cushion, that safety net, that allowed them to continue traveling without having to make drastic changes to their plans.
It's a perfect example of how gold can protect you during tough times, when the rest of the market is going haywire.
Yeah, it really highlights the importance of having a diversified portfolio. Gold can provide that peace of mind, that sense of security that many retirees are looking for.
Right, you're prepared no matter what happens.
So just to sum up, it seems like the main takeaway here is that a gold IRA can be a really powerful tool for wealthy retirees,
Yeah.
especially those who want to enjoy a comfortable, even luxurious lifestyle without constantly worrying about market ups and downs.
Absolutely. It's about taking control of your financial future, aligning your investments with your retirement goals, and then, enjoying those well-deserved travel adventures.
I love that. And just a reminder, for those ready to explore this further, grab that free Gold IRA checklist in the description. It'll help you get started on the right foot. Now, as we wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought. Imagine right now you could travel anywhere in the world, no budget restrictions, no worries. Where would you go? Let that dream be your motivation as you think about your retirement plan. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. Until next time, safe travels, everyone.